What's up, YouTube? Larry here from Natty Fit. So this is my first meal that we have for the day. It is 6 p.m. November 1, San Diego, California time. What I have here is a pizza, essentially. So I was just craving a pizza, so I decided to make a pizza here. Again, this pizza though is going to be Candida friendly and also blood type O friendly. So let me show you the stuff that's on it that I use essentially. So for the crust, I use this raw wheat-free crust, and the crust is mainly made out of flaxseed, some other stuff, sesame seed, sunflower, garlic, onion. And the way they make it is that they actually dehydrate the crust. So everything there is raw, has some good fats, the flaxseed. It's supposed to help you stay lean there. So I got that. For the tomato sauce, I use this organic tomato pizza sauce. Here, I got this at Whole Foods, but they sell this everywhere. They sell this at Ralph's, Sprouts, Vons. So that's pretty easy to find. And then here, for the toppings, let's go with the cheese first. So the cheese is actually made out of almond milk. So it's actually just three things, just almonds, some enzymes, and some salt. So it's just like 3 ingredients to make the cheese. So it's pretty simple. And then for the toppings, I had some cut up onions, had some red crushed pepper in there, some of that stuff, and some sardines and some anchovies. So I'm getting some good omega-3s there. So I know it sounds kind of fishy, but what I went ahead and did was took the sardines, threw in some lemons and some cayenne pepper to kind of kill the fishiness taste of it, and then I put it on my pizza. So I actually really like that combo with the sardines and olive oil, is if you just add some cayenne pepper, some garlic, onions, and some lemon. I think that goes really well together. So anyways, this is my first meal. Again, I'll be showing you the breakdown of the calories and the macros on my FitnessPal. Stay tuned for the rest of the meals. So again, I had the raw wheat free crust pizza sauce, some sardines, and I had the almond milk cheese. So here are the calories: 210, 45, 156. More importantly, the macros. So currently for the first meal, I'm at 36 grams of fat. Total carbs is 18 with 8 grams of fiber, 24 grams of protein. So again, that was my first meal. I promise you this is going to be a carb day. I just got that pizza just because I had to be somewhere real quick, so I just whipped that pizza up real quick. I'm about to make a chocolate cake, which is going to have some good carbs, some fiber, and lots of protein. So I'm going to hit the gym probably in about 2.5 hours, so I'm going to prepare for that. Usually like to carb up about 2 hours before going to the gym. Alright guys, stay tuned. Alright YouTube, so here's my second meal. So earlier in the video I said I was going to have a chocolate cake. This is actually a carob cake. Carob is very similar to chocolate, but it doesn't have caffeine. Again, I'm following the Candida diet, so free of stimulants. And I'll be showing you all the ingredients that I used to essentially make it. It has some cinnamon on top there. And I'm also going to have some goat milk Greek yogurt. So goat milk is actually very similar to human milk. It's closer in resemblance compared to cow's milk. It's hypoallergenic. Also has a caprylic acid, which is good if you're on the Candida diet. It's antifungal essentially. And it's also Greek, so they filtered out majority of the sugar, whey, and lactose. So some of the bad stuff that's in yogurt, they filtered it out. And some of the products that I used to make the cake, again, this is oat bran, Very similar to oatmeal, but it has a lot of fiber. Has a soluble and insoluble fiber there. Let's see if I could focus that thing. Anyways, 2 grams of soluble and 5 grams of insoluble, total of 7 grams of fiber. 2 cups in there, so I got 14 grams of fiber in that cake. Also threw in some coconut oil. I like to throw in some fat into the mix because otherwise the mix is going to stick to the bowl. So that has some organic coconut oil there. Coconut oil has some MCTs. I believe it's mono-chain triglycerides. Essentially, what it's supposed to do is supposed to throw your body into a ketogenic state, help you burn fat, essentially. But it is high in fat. It's saturated fat, so I don't put like a whole bunch of it, but I did put a tablespoon of that. Got some organic egg whites. So just pure egg whites, pure protein. And here's the carrot powder that I use. Threw in 5 tablespoons of that. And I sweetened it up with some stevia. So this is not pure stevia. This has some inulin in it. So I did have to kind of throw a good amount, like 6 packets. And then I have some cinnamon here. Alright, so that's it. That's pretty much what I ate. Again, I'll show you the breakdown on MyFitnessPal. Stay tuned. Alright, so we have the MyFitnessPal. We're going to have the macro and calorie breakdown. So again, the oat bran, I had 2 cups of that. Egg whites, 2 cups, total 4 servings. 4 servings of the carrot powder. Had a single serving of the coconut oil and the 1 cup of Greek yogurt. So, calorie-wise, 600, 240, 100. That's 120 and another 120. So, more importantly, my running macros. So, total fat right now, 68. Total carbs, 142. 32 fiber. And protein, 118. So, again, this is my second meal. That was my carb up meal before the gym. I'm going to actually whip up a post-meal workout, post-workout meal. So stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? So, getting ready to go to the gym. It's been about 2 hours since my, 2 hours or so since my last meal. Again, I carved up. So I just went ahead and cooked up my post-meal workout so I could have it ready. So again, I don't take protein shakes, so I can't have a protein shake post-workout ready to go, so I have to cook something up. So anyways, I have some grass-fed ground beef with some quinoa, and that stuff is seasoned with some cayenne pepper, rosemary, thyme, and some of that majestic garlic. So I'll be showing you all this stuff again. So I got my grass-fed beef at Whole Foods, and it's actually 90-10, 90% lean, 10% fat. What I go ahead and do, I actually strain the fat from it. So I'll actually strain the fat. So this is how much fat I got out of it, and I'll run it through boiling water. So I kind of go through that whole process. So when I record it on MyFitnessPal, I'll actually record it as 96 lean opposed to 90% lean. So I'll have less fat in this meal. There's like tons of videos, things online as far as how much fat you actually take out from straining it and boiling it, running your ground beef through boiling water. So 90% to 96, that's not too bad. So I don't know, some people will do 75% ground beef and claim that it's 96. I don't know about that. But 90% to 96, I think that's a little bit more achievable. And this is the quinoa that I have in there. Some red quinoa, organic royal red quinoa. There's 3 types of quinoa. There's black, yellow, and red. Red, essentially, their nutritional value is almost about the same. Red quinoa has a little bit less fat, a little bit more protein, a little bit more fiber. but nothing too dramatic. All quinoa is good for you. It's a complete protein. It's a grain. Here's a couple of stuff that I use to season my ground beef. Again, this is from my last video, the Majestic garlic, raw vegan, basil, delicious creamy garlic. So this is actually made out of raw garlic. And here are some of the stuff that I seasoned. So this is the thyme. I buy a lot of my spices on Amazon. I'm an Amazon Prime member. I think it's a good deal for the annually to pay for the membership. So got some rosemary organic. So I usually buy the bottles, the shakers, one time, and I'll actually just refill them. And after that, a lot of times I'll just buy in bulk. So I have like this rosemary in bulk, USDA organic. I have the cayenne pepper here. This cayenne pepper, I have a pound. So I'll buy it in bulk. It's a lot cheaper if you do it that way. And then just refill the shakers. So that's what I do. So I'm really big on spices. And give you a shot again. So I'm going to throw this into my little cooler. I'm going to hit the gym. It's legs and shoulders tonight. Alright guys, stay tuned for the rest. Again, I'll show you the breakdown of the macros and the calories. Here's meal 3. Again, 96 lean, ground beef, 16 ounces, that is a pound. Some red quinoa cooked, so 560, 222. And my running macros, so for tonight, 90 fat. We have, where are you? Carbohydrates, total carbs, 181. Protein, 222. Alright, so here we have my last meal. So here I have some ground turkey breasts and some onions, tomatoes, garlic, all kind of put together here. So the ground turkey, kind of from the last food diary, kind of the same stuff. Organic ground turkey, got this at Jimbo's. Almost a pound of that stuff. And just to close out my macros, just to kind of hit it as close as I could get it, I'm just going to have a single serving of this raw basil arugula pesto back to life, raw vegan cuisine, and some of these vegetable chips, these Terra real vegetable chips. This is the original. Essentially, it's just the vegetable chips with sea salt. So it's fairly clean. It has sweet potatoes, yuca, taro, parsnip, and that batata. So some pretty exotic vegetables for the chips. Probably going to eat just half a serving of that just to close out my macros. And essentially, that's pretty much it. I would have had a big salad. Otherwise, I actually forgot to pick up some vegetables to make a salad. So I'm pretty much going to have this. Going to end it off with this. But it's really important you do get your veggies in, get your macros in. So anyways, I'll show you the breakdown of this meal on MyFitnessPal. So here is the final breakdown. So total calories for today was 3,020. So about 20 calories over it. Not too bad. And the macro breakdown here. So 116 for fat. Goal was 117, so 1 gram less, not too bad. And then my total carbs was 188, and goal was 188, so I did hit that. My protein was 308 for today. My goal was 300. It's pretty close. Otherwise. Alright, so that's a whole day of eating. This is on my carb day. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'll be doing another food diary of a cheat day where I go up to 4,500. So stay tuned. Look out for that. Alright guys, take care. Peace out.